Shalom, call Haloyim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Ash from the Great Millstone Miami camp, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect. This is just going to be a quick lesson going into how we are about to be very happy in the near future. I believe through the spirit that something is going to happen in the very near future that's going to make those that have sought Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai with their whole heart, that have put off the ways of this world, that have sacrificed their lives for the truth's sake, for righteousness' sake, extremely happy. Okay, as we can see, here we are today, January 12th, not even 2 weeks in to the new year, and you could write a book of the things that have taken place already. You have world leaders being captured. You have nations rising against each other, talking of war, talking of invading one another. NATO is getting ready to come against Babylon the Great. This dude Trump is on one. No, he's on two. Okay? He's on two. Not one. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai on him to do what he's doing, so that he can fulfill prophecy, that he can usher in World War III, which is going to lead to America's demise. It is prophesied in the Holy Scriptures that the so-called United States of America will be utterly destroyed by thermonuclear fire. And that's going to happen in World War III. That's how World War III is going to end off, with Babylon being totally destroyed. That fake state, that colony over there in the Middle East, is going to get evaporated as well, because we know that the land of the small hats, which is not their real land, but they are in control of it today, the 1948ers, they're pulling Babylon strings. This dude Trump is moving off the orders of Netanyahu, and he's taking orders. Netanyahu's taking orders from the global bankers, the higher level small hats. So you can feel it in the spirit. It's like a pot boiling. It's getting ready to, with the top is on it, and it's bubbling. The top is getting ready to blow off. And you can feel it in the spirit. And these things make us happy. These things uplift our spirit, because every prophecy fulfilled is another step closer to the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Okay, the return of Yahweh Shai is the prophecy, is the main prophecy. The Lord returning and establishing his kingdom, his everlasting kingdom, in which the Israelites will be joint heirs, starting with the elect. But the Lord gave us other prophecies lining up to the main prophecy so we can gauge spiritually what times we're in. And there's only a few more left, a few more major prophecies left, mainly Revelation 13 and 16, the hour of temptation, right? That charagma being mandated throughout the earth, and these nations going to war, and those missiles being shot off. All right, the beast hating the whore, which we see the beginning of that right now. The scriptures tell us that the least of the flock shall draw them out, meaning the Amalekites, the small hatters, are going to drive America to war with NATO. And not only NATO, but Russia, China, Iran, North Korea. The scriptures say all that bend the bow shoot at her. So every nation with nuclear capability are going to team up and fight against Babylon. The world is going to make an executive decision. They're going to come to the realization that the biggest problem for all of them is America. Like they say, the old saying goes, Salakia. How does it go? The enemy of my friend or the friend the damn, you know what? Fuck it, let me search it. Okay, here we go. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's how it goes. An ancient concept suggesting allies can form against a common foe, with the less common counterpart being the friend of my enemy is my enemy. These proverbs found in ancient Indian texts. All right. See, they even mentioned World War II. But yeah, that's what's getting ready to happen. The world is getting ready to, even though these other nations may be enemies, they have their own issues. They're going to realize that the common foe is Babylon the Great. And they would all do better. It would be a net positive for all of them if they team up against Babylon, if they team up against America. Now, America might have the strongest military in the world. They may have the biggest budget. They may have weapons that the other nations can only dream of having. But America can't take on the world. They may be able to take on certain of these countries individually, but they can't take on the world at once. And that's what's getting ready to happen. Okay? And ultimately, for that MOTB to be mandated, the dollar has to crash. The dollar has to collapse, which we know that's getting ready to happen. As you can see, gold prices are through the roof. Silver prices are through the roof. And all that means is that the dollar is getting weaker. That's all that means. So the dollar is weaker than it's ever been. And it's going to collapse, which the global bankers, they want the dollar to collapse so they can push CBDCs, which they're now saying they're going to do stable coin, which is that's basically a CBDC without saying it. It works the same way. Okay, so we understand that Esau deals with ordo ab chaos, order out of chaos, problem, reaction, solution. And they need various catalysts to get the ball rolling. Okay, something is going to happen very soon that's going to get this snowball rolling. And once it starts, it's already rolling. So everything is already in motion. But like people say, here's the kicker. The kicker is about to go off. The powder keg is about to burst. And when it happens, we're going to be extremely happy. We're all going to be extremely happy. Just like how we rejoiced back in 2020 for you brothers that were in the faith in 2020, and you had a lot of brothers come into the faith around that time due to the global events taking place. People were looking for answers, and through the Spirit, some were able to find it. But for you brothers that were already in the faith prior to 2020, I'm pretty sure you rejoiced heavily when the world shut down, when trade came to a cease, when people were bugging the hell out and losing their minds in total fear. I know I rejoiced. I know brothers down here in Miami rejoiced. Well, something is getting ready to happen that's going to dwarf C19. Something is getting ready to happen that's going to make people want to go back to 2020. They're going to say 2020 was the good old days. You know? And those that have faith are going to rejoice exceedingly. Okay? And even more brothers are going to wake up, because even more people are going to be looking for answers. The scriptures tell you that the angels rejoice when one man converts to the truth. So we're getting ready to see a lot of conversions. The angels are going to rejoice. Oh, Revelation 11. Let's get that. Or is that 12, Salakia? I think it's Revelation 12 and 11. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So the devil, which is a man, the so-called white man, Esau Edom, his kingdom is going down. As Yahushua said, I beheld Satan fall as lightning. It's not talking about a spiritual demon. It's not talking about an angel. Even though Esau works for the spiritual demon Satan, and this is Satan's kingdom, but who's running it? Esau is running it. Esau is the manager of Satan's kingdom. He's the steward of Satan's kingdom. He's the one pushing the buttons and pulling the strings. Okay? And he knows that his kingdom is going down, so he's going to go all gas, no brakes. That's why Trump is doing what he's doing, moving like a complete madman. And people, are looking at it carnally and saying, "Oh, this man is he's just crazy. He's hell bent on getting America destroyed." Right? When in all reality, he's just doing what the Most High put in his spirit to do. He's taking orders. Everything he's doing is very calculated, very thought out. And these devils are desperate. Okay? They are on a timer to try to their very best of ability to upset the prophecies, to try to prolong his kingdom. And in the midst of that, in his attempt to do that, it's going to be a whole lot of bloodshed. Okay? A lot of people are going to die in various ways for Esau to establish his New World Order agenda. Okay, so woe to the inhabitants of the earth. Destruction is coming to the majority of the people on the earth. The majority of people here in Babylon the Great. But the Lord has a remnant, a small remnant of his people, the nation of Israel, these so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, as well as the Israelites scattered abroad, looking like the other nations. The Lord has a small remnant of those men, women, and children that he's going to preserve, that he's going to keep when these different calamities go down. Those that repent and keep the faith of Yahawashi, to keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahawashi to the best of their ability, the Lord is going to preserve them, keep them. Famine is coming. When the dollar collapses, that's going to be a major catalyst for the other prophecies to come to pass, like famine, okay, like insurrections, sedition, people rising up against the government, different wars taking place, civil war. It's clear that civil war is on the menu. Okay? Martial law being implemented, the streets going into chaos. You got ICE agents blowing people away, having complete immunity. That's getting ready to increase. There's going to be more random acts or seemingly random acts of violence. That's going to increase because people are on edge. How much more people don't have no food? As Yahawashi said, if they do these things in the green tree, then what in the dry? And the tree is getting ready to dry. It's drying out right now. The Euphrates River is actually drying, which is a major sign of the Lord's return. Things are going to happen that have never happened before. And again, when these things takes place, we're going to rejoice, because our minds, as Yahawashi said, where your heart is, where your treasure is, so your heart shall be also, roughly paraphrasing. And we're storing our treasures in heaven. We're seeking spiritual shekels. Even though gold is at an all-time high and silver is through the roof, we're in search of a much more valuable treasure, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. As the scriptures say, Isaiah 33:6, for wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And we're stacking up our treasure for when we're going to need it most, which is the hour of Jacob's trouble. As the Apostle Elder Tahar has said, we're already in Jacob's trouble. Okay? Shit is already hitting the fan. And it's going to get worse for the world. Okay, but pretty soon we're going to be smiling ear to ear. I know right now we still have to work. We still have to suffer, pay bills. We still have infirmities. We still have relationship problems, family problems. Demons manifest in every way, every day. Okay? And the more you grow, the more you learn, the more seasoned you become in this truth, the harder it gets. You go through different trials and tribulations that you would have never imagined. And it's going to get worse for us because our faith has to be tried to the utmost level. But the Lord is going to balance it out. Okay? He's going to do things that are going to please us in the spirit. It's one thing to rejoice when you come upon some cash, or if the Lord throws you a bone, or if you get a better position, a better living situation, better transportation. All those things are great, but it's a different level when the Lord pleases you spiritually, because you see his judgments taking place in the earth. There's nothing greater than that. There's no greater feeling than that, man. To know that, okay, finally this thing is up, and it's going to keep going up, and we're actually here. That's going to be a whole nother type of excitement and exhilaration, and that's what we long for. And I'm saying through the Spirit, it's coming. It's around the corner. One of these days, all right, we're going to wake up to the most beautiful news we've ever heard. And that's going to build our faith. That's going to build our confidence in Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. It's going to give us a boost, a much needed spiritual boost. That's going to it's going to do something to us. It's going to change us for the better. Okay? So Lord, when I finish off with this is Psalms 58 and verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. And we are in the lot of the righteous. Not because of our ability to keep all the laws, but because of our faith in the sacrifice of Yahweh Shai. Because of our faith, that's what makes us righteous. And because we do the work. Okay? And the Lord is going to give a righteous reward to those that continue in the faith. And part of that reward is seeing the vengeance, seeing the Lord fulfill his word, to see the Lord judge our enemies, to judge the people that's been scoffing and mocking and coming against him by coming against us. As another old saying goes, what? The one who laughs last laughs the hardest, right? It's a whole nother kind of laughter when after you've been humiliated, after you've been embarrassed, after you've been mocked. And then the mockers weep once they realize that they've made grave mistakes, and it's your turn to laugh. That's a whole nother type of laughter. Okay? Again, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. We're getting ready to see the vengeance. Like it says in Psalms 91, only with thine eyes, right? 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou see and behold the reward of the wicked. Right? What's that in Sirach 25? It says one of the best things is for a man to see the fall of his enemy. We're getting ready to see all our enemies fall. All these stupid, low-level spirits here in Babylon the Great, throughout the world. Everybody on TikTok, everybody on YouTube got a damn opinion about everything, thinking that they are experts in the Bible or they're experts in geopolitics. Like they're actual scholars and don't know a damn thing. Totally goofy as hell. We're getting ready to see these people weep. And it's going to be beautiful, man. And Lord willing, we're of that elect. Lord willing, we're of that number. The Lord is going to keep us. Okay? He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth, which we already know this, but when we actually see it, it's going to hit different. Again, our faith is going to go up. Our confidence is going to go up. Our drive and motivation is going to go up. Okay? And I know we can't wait. I can't wait. I know you brothers can't wait. But we won't have to wait for much longer. As the scripture says, as Habakkuk said, though it tarry, wait for it, for it will surely come. It will not tarry. Okay, the vision is speaking loud and clear. All right. So hopefully this was exhorting as well as edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. Until the next one, Shalom.